Hi, in this video we'll learn how to solve system of equations by elimination method. Here what you notice in this equation is that you have the same coefficient for y. You see that the coefficient of y in the first equation is -3 and it's -3 in the second equation as well. So in elimination method, the first thing you see is you look for the same coefficients. If you have the same coefficients, so first of all, you see if you have the same coefficients. Yes, we do have the same coefficients here. And if they have the opposite signs, like if they have opposite signs, suppose if this is -3 and this is +3, so they have the opposite signs, you add the equations. But if the signs are the same, if they have the like signs and the coefficients are same, then you subtract them. So in this case, since we have the same coefficient and the same sign with the same sign, we will subtract the equation to eliminate variable y and get the value of x. So here you can see that when you subtract it, so you put the negative sign, you put the minus sign here since you're subtracting. Now you can also see if you if you're confused, then you can check if you can add and eliminate any of the variables. So if you see, if you will add these equations, this is -3y and this will be -3. This is -3y. So when you add them, this will be like -3y, and then you're adding, and then it's -3y. So that will give you -6y. So you will not be able to get rid of it, right? You'll not be able to get rid of the variable. So you're not able to eliminate the variable. So that's how you have to think. If you can do addition, if addition is not working here, then obviously subtraction will work here. So the first thing you notice is you see if you have the same coefficients. If you have the same coefficients, then you look for the signs. Do they have the same signs? If they do have the same signs, then you subtract the equations. If they have the opposite signs, then you will add the equations. So here we'll subtract and see what we get. So subtraction is a little bit tricky. You have to pay attention to the signs. This is 2x minus -5x. So this will be 2x minus -5x. We can write that inside the parentheses. So this is 2x, and when you multiply two negative signs, you change it to the positive sign, right? So this will be 2x plus 5x, which is 7x. So you'll get here 7x, and then this is -3y minus -3y. So this is -3y minus -3y. And if you remember, if you have two signs next to each other, you have two negative signs, then you change the two signs next to each other into one single sign. So negative times negative is always positive. Negative times negative is positive. So we'll get positive sign here. This is 3y. So -3y and positive 3y will be 0, 0, and they will cancel out each other. So we have eliminated y from here. You'll get 0, and I'm not writing 0 here. Now 9 minus 30. So make sure that you distribute the negative sign inside the equation. You have to distribute the negative sign inside the equation. So 9 minus 30 will give you -21 because you're subtracting a greater number from a smaller number. So you'll get the negative result. Here you have 7x is equal to -21. Now you need x by itself. What do we do to get x by itself? Well, we can divide both sides by 7. When you divide both sides by 7, 7 divided by 7 will be 1, and you're only left with x on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, 21 divided by 7 will be 3. And since when you divide a positive and negative number, you end up with a negative result. So here the value of x is -3. So we have got finally we have got the value of x. Now we can use any of the equation. It doesn't matter which equation you use. You can use either equations to plug in the value of x and get the value of y. So here we'll be using the first equation, which is 2x minus 3y is equal to 9. If you want to use, you can use the second equation. You're still going to get the same answer. So here we have 2 times x, and we know the value of x is -3. So I'll put that inside the parentheses. Then minus 3y is equal to 9. Now I have to solve this equation for y. So let's multiply 2 times -3 will give me -6 minus 3y is equal to 9. I want y by itself, so let's get rid of the -6 from the left-hand side. So I will add 6 on both the sides. Here, negative 6 and positive 6 will cancel out each other. On the left hand side, I have negative 3y, and 9 plus 6 will give me 15. Now, I want y by itself. What do I do to get rid of negative 3's? Well, I can divide both sides of the equation by negative 3. So I'll divide both sides by negative 3. Negative 3 and negative 3 will cancel out each other. I'm left with y on the left hand side. On the right hand side, I have 15 divided by negative 3. It is 15 divided by 3 will give me 5. And I will have the negative sign in front of it. So the value of y will be negative 5. Value of y will be negative 5. Now I can write that in the ordered pair. So I will write the value of x first and then y. So negative 3 comma negative 5. This is my final answer. So this is how you solve the equations by elimination method. And you need to understand when you have to use the elimination method and when you have to use the substitution method. Substitution method will work when you have a variable solved already, like or x or y, you have a value of x or you have a value of y. That would be an expression, but that doesn't matter. But still you will have a variable solved. But in elimination method, you'll see that when you don't see that the coefficient is of any variable is 1 or negative 1, then you have to use the elimination method. So for elimination method, you do the same thing. First of all, look for the same coefficients. If you have the same coefficients and opposite signs, you add. If you have same coefficients and the same signs, you subtract. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.